The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.
Anna told us about boys. I will tell you about women in tech. This is a very hands-on program dedicated to supporting women entrepreneurs to boost their potential and find self-confidence to be professionally involved in STEM and contribute to expanding the startup community in Georgia. More comes in our interview. Welcome, ladies, to the show. Thank you for being with us, taking time and taking our questions. Kate, let's start with you. Please tell us about the project Women in Tech. Why women? Why tech? Why Georgia?
Well, first, thank you so much for having me here, and Annie as well, because it's really important to give the light to the woman issue, not only in Georgia, but overall. Why we chose Georgia was because we really are now, as a USMAC, dedicated to supporting emerging markets. As you know, as USMAC, we are not only a startup accelerator in Silicon Valley that is focused on foreign markets, but we are also an ecosystem builder. So we help governmental agencies, universities, and others to understand how to support entrepreneurs inside the country, and that it takes not only helping startups or helping women, but other players to come together. Mm-hmm. And then when we found out about the wonderful partnership that we can have with USAID, we decided to create Georgian Women in Tech program. And why specifically for women? Well, as you know, all of us being women in business, there's many disadvantages that we are non-stop being faced with that men don't have to face. For example, the gender role that is pushed on us, like sitting at home with kids. So to imagine that we can be entrepreneurs, that's really important. We wanted to show that you can have it all. You can have a family and you can be an entrepreneur and a successful woman in business.
Did you need to work on this specifically on this vision with Georgian women entrepreneurs?
Sopor Chkoidze from Pulsar AI, first acquisition in the history of Georgia, she was part of the program, and she told me that the impact the program had on her was that she finally saw that she's not alone, that there are other women in business, and that community we have built thanks to Georgian Women in Tech is incredible. And now she is also serving as a role model in Georgia. So that's one of the goals of the program. The other goals were to give them the necessary business skills, hard and soft skills that many startup founders lack. Doesn't matter if it's a woman or man, especially in emerging markets. The other was to connect them with investors from Silicon Valley and corporations and potential partners and clients. Because, frankly sad, many accelerators, they base their programs on doing programs in Silicon Valley or doing programs in already established markets. Mm-hmm. But that's not how you can help an emerging market.
And that's different because it's in Georgia, right?
Especially. And we even made, we have been already working with Georgia for a few years through partnerships with JITA, where we help them coach the startups. And then our Silicon Valley investors come in and choose who's going to get the grant.
So what's this new step? What does it entitle?
For 6 months it was online and entitled, as I said, one-on-one mentorship, panel discussions to inspire them and connect them with role models, and month of workshops on business skills, but not only business skills, because when you look at women, what we need is not only to want to do something, to see the role models, to have the skills, and have someone kind of like a mentor take your hand and help you do it. As a woman, we struggle with one basic thing. We need to believe in our own selves. The imposter syndrome is more often seen when you look at the women entrepreneurs rather than at men. So we addressed even health, mental health in our program during those 6 months. And then they had over 4 pitches to investors so they can receive immediate feedback and maybe even potential investment from the Silicon Valley investors. We created monthly group sessions for them so all of them connect, because we had not only 7 actually 8 Georgian female entrepreneurs. We also had entrepreneurs from France, from Italy, from Turkey, from Japan. So they immediately build this international community and network that can help them. But we don't stop there, because we also created alumni platform, where then they continue to engage together. Because as the US MAG, our mission is driven all about sustainable impact.
Okay, so we see what are the immediate goals and immediate results. Now go to USAID. What do you see as the long-term results, and what are goals there, and why USAID decided that this program is worth supporting?
Right. So USAID's overarching goal is to help our partner countries achieve sustainable development. In Georgia, we're doing that by boosting the economy, making it more dynamic and more inclusive. With the tech program, we know that when women are able to achieve their full economic potential, everyone benefits. The economy rises, GDP will increase. When women can participate in a program such as this, they realize what can be, and they can break their own glass ceiling, which is what I understood. Some of these women are seeing that they can achieve far more than they thought they could ever before. So in the long term, in the big picture, these 5 women have the potential to, in 20 years, be the influential women leaders to pull new entrepreneurs up and help them.
5 women, right? But the goals are far greater than just 5 women, right? How so?
What makes this program a little bit different than the other programs that USAID does is that it has already completed the funding cycle. However, the program is still going because of your organization. These women will continue to get support. They will continue to have challenges when they develop their companies. And when they have those challenges, they're going to go back to you guys, and they're going to figure out how to deal with those challenges, how to accomplish them, how to break those barriers. So as they get this support, these 5 women are also have created kind of a community, a network. They will undoubtedly help other women achieve the same.
Yeah. How long will these 5 women need you and guidance of your organization?
Well, that depends on every entrepreneur, right? But we always tell them that by the 6 months, it's not ending. Because now we had the first cycle from February till August, so the cycle ended, but we want, through collaboration with USAID, and thank you again for being the real supporter, helped with us to build this bridge between Silicon Valley and Georgia by supporting 5 female entrepreneurs in Georgia to participate in this program, but also other organizations here like GTAN, UN Women, Caucasus University are an amazing supporter for the economy here. Because what we need to understand is, by creating one high-scale, high-paid job, which startups are normally creating, you create at least 7 other jobs, because that person needs to live somewhere, eat something, they have families. So they are growing the economy. Imagine how much more jobs are created by startups growing. So that's why I'm very happy by this partnership.
Startups are the riskier, the riskiest, so to say, businesses, right? They may become unicorns, or they may totally fail. What gave you the strength? Where did you see this potential in these 5 women, or how did you see that potential that you are investing U.S. taxpayers' money, right?
So USAID supports women's economic empowerment in all of our program. It's incorporated in everything we do. We know how important it is to lift women up. So we have 2 other programs that are supporting women's entrepreneurship. One is USAID Yes Georgia. This program is supporting women entrepreneurs through startups, helping hold their hands, giving them the access to finance, the access to information, and helping them with business skills similarly. But what it doesn't do is provide this network that the women really need to be able to rise higher. So far, this program has supported 600 women. In the last year, it will focus only on women entrepreneurs, and it will support 2,500 women in total when it's over.
So this network is open for other women as well who might not be part of the specific program Women in Tech, but they also want to be empowered, right? As I understand.
Yes, and also you need to understand that we look at it as prism of 5 women were supported, but it's not about 5 women. Those 5 women become role models for the whole Georgia, and not only Georgia, but other emerging markets, because they will see what they achieved, how they stepped in. I also want to highlight 2 of the participants were pregnant, and one of them actually gave birth during the program. That already itself is such an amazing example of that. We don't have to just sit at home. We can be entrepreneurs and also have a happy family. It's not one or another.
What are the results so far? I mean, Pulsar AI, that's an exceptional
story that we don't need to talk about.
Yes, exceptional result. We also covered it at BMG, Forbes, Georgia, everywhere where business media is present. But what are some other results?
Well, other results, Bizon got a matching grant from JITA. So that's a great achievement. The others are expanding to global markets, not only to US, because I want to also stress out, when we say global expansion, we don't mean only US. It's a great bridge that we want to build, but not everyone needs to be a unicorn to really empower the economic development of the country. And then we have other startups that participated, Shania, Beauty Lab, and Smart Fertilizers, that are now getting either their first test because they're in agriculture, or they are hiring people actively.
All of them we have interviewed at some point. I'm so proud to hear those names and knowing that business media stands where it should be standing. So Leslie, just to sum up, what will be your recommendations to the women that are also listening to us, and what are some of the opportunities for them?
Women traditionally lack the access to finance and knowledge. So my advice to them would be to link into these networks, these women networks, because once they have established, they'll be able to grow, and you can share your knowledge, share your information, work together, link into the influencers of the community.
Hopefully this is not a very harsh men versus women, right? These women might become role models for men as well.
Now,
as I see it.
I want to stress out this detail. It's not a woman program. It's not a woman against man. We actually have a lot of male allies as a part of the program. Half of the experts, investors, participants from Silicon Valley are all men, because we don't want to build a woman club. It's not that we are against each other, it's about collaboration together. So that's another thing that I want to get out there, is for women to, of course, stick together, change their mindset, allow themselves to dream, try things, be a role model for others, help each other, because we need to help each other. But also I want to reach out to the men who are listening to this, that please help women, give them that helping hand, because like it or not, you as a man are in the power positions right now, and we need you to be allies. It's a group effort. You know, at USMAG, my two colleagues, the 2 co-founders, are men, and they came up with the idea that we should do a women program all together. So there are men out there that also want to help women.
Of course. Thank you so much for being with us and taking our questions.
Thank you for having us.
The Checkpoint is presented by GM Pharma, the first international multinational pharmaceutical company in Georgia. GM Pharma, to serve those who need it most.